Merciful West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I'll separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very important topic. And this is a topic that affects everybody that practice African spirituality. This is the issue of what I would like to call double agents in African spirituality. These are people that claim to practice African spirituality. They claim, but in reality, they don't practice it. They just pretend. And what they are actually doing is that they are sabotaging the practice. They are destroying the practice. They are also attacking people spiritually inside the practice, or they are using the practice to destroy lives and people, to spread ignorance, to spread superstitious beliefs, and to just cause problems. In short, these people, they are anti-African spirituality. They don't practice it. What they practice, I would like to term it pure wickedness or witchcraft, or the tying down of consciousness and the spreading of ignorance and superstitious belief. Today, I want to tell you about 7 ways to identify this kind of people, because I have encountered them. The funny thing is that these people, they will always be around true practitioners. They always like to associate or identify themselves with real people that are doing the work, so that people will think that they are also doing the work. And meanwhile, they'll be pretending to be doing the work, and they'll be sabotaging the work of African spirituality. So you need to know all these things, because if you are a true practitioner, you will come across this kind of people. You will meet them in your life. They might probably be around you right now. They are always around us practitioners, but they are causing problems. And I want to identify the factors that will make you know them. When you see them, they say, by their fruits you shall know them. So today, make we discuss these double agents in African spirituality. First of all, African spirituality is the study of the sciences of that we have, organic sciences, natural sciences that we have in Africa, scientific practices that our ancestors have been doing. And the essence of African spirituality, the sole purpose, if they say what is the microsome and macrosome, what is the reason why we should practice African spirituality, you need to know this definition. If you know this definition, understanding, abide by it, then you will not fall for the antics of these fake people, and you will easily identify them. The essence of studying African spirituality is to bring liberation, bring enlightenment, bring education, bring prosperity, bring freedom to the African people. Once again, let me say liberation, enlightenment, prosperity, to educate, total freedom, total well-being, unlimited power, unlimited knowledge, contentment, happiness, bliss, everything that makes you a man, a complete human being. This is all inherent in African spirituality. This is why we study it. We study it to connect with our divinity, with ourselves. We study it to be in harmony with nature. We study it to know ourselves. We study it to know the secrets of nature, so that we can use it to improve our life positively, and protect ourselves, and be prosperous, and be happy, and be complete. Now, these evil people, their own aim of practicing African spirituality is to spread ignorance, to tie down the consciousness of people, to hold people down, to control people with fear, with wickedness, with threats, with all kind of superstitious belief that does not make sense, so that people will not know what they are doing. People will be in the dark. Then when people are in the dark of things, they can start manipulating people, controlling you, telling you anything to believe, and you will believe. So this opposing force These are the people we call the witches and wizards in African spirituality. The people that practice pure wickedness. They practice wickedness to tie down consciousness, to bring sorrow and misery upon the planet. These are the children of the evil ones. These are the people. Now, these people, many of them will now pretend, because they don't want people to know about their evil plans. They always pretend to be doing good things, pretending to be doing good things, pretending to be the best of the best people. We see so many of them in Christianity claiming to be lamp of God, light of God, this and that, but they tying people down in Christianity. We see them in the government. We see them, many of them come from the European continent, of course, with the negative energy, to steal from other people, stealing people's natural resources, stealing human beings, stealing life force, just draining as much of things they can drain from you in order for them to live. They are just like vampires. Now we have this set of people in African spirituality. These ones, they are African people, your so-called black African kin folks, brothers and sisters. They claim to be practicing African spirituality, but they don't practice it. In fact, what these people are I will say African spiritual Pharisees and Sadducees. These are the people that you see that will be first to play dress up, to always want to wear a traditional item, either bead or regalia, and be patrolling everywhere. Immediately you see them, you will say, oh, this person practices African spirituality. They love to do this, number one. They love to play dress up. Another thing they like to do is that they like to show themselves. When they wake up in the morning, first thing they do is to go and play traditional music to disturb people that are still sleeping, and they will light insects, and they want to show their practice. When any little thing, they allow traditional music and come out to be dancing in public, and just be making noise. You say they are doing traditional thing. All this is pretense, and they also, any little thing, they always want to come outside to show themselves that because we practice African spirituality, we should take charge of doing anything like supporting of Kula, doing any kind of traditional ceremony. They want to take first place. Well, this is not the real practice of African spirituality. The real practice of African spirituality is not showing of self. It is actually teaching people the truth about African spirituality, educating them, making them to understand clearly how it works, so that the people can know how to do things by themselves. People can know how to stand on their feet by themselves. People can know what knowledge that can really help them. These are the things that people need to know. But they don't do all these things. Instead, they will be blocking you from this knowledge, and they will be claiming that they are supreme authority on this matter, that if you have any problem, you should come to them. So what these people are doing is a sort of a false claim, like hypocrisy, showing off that they are doing some spiritual work. They are in tune with the ancestors because they wear traditional clothes, and they're always doing ceremony. But the real work of the ancestors, which is re-educating, enlightening the people, the African people, empowering them, they are not doing it. They don't ever do it. In fact, what they do is that they're working in opposition to that goal of the ancestors. So these people, they are like pians. And when I use the word pians, I know my foreign people, pians mean winch. It means a person that is filled of negative energy, and is only had there to do evil. Now, what thing that they do? So these evil people, naturally they lie a lot. They will lie to claim things that they are not. They will lie to claim a false identity so that you will look up to them. And you will also discover that they like forcing themselves on people. When you come across these people, they will want to force themselves on you, try to impose themselves on you that they are practitioners. Since they practice African spirituality, you have to listen to them. You don't have to listen to anybody. Okay, you can only listen to somebody maybe if you like what they are saying, if what they are saying resonates with you. But when somebody is trying to force himself on you so that he knows something more than you, You should follow him or her. And they don't want to tell you this thing that they know that will also liberate you. They don't want to share it with you, but they want you to just be doing the things that they tell you to do. You should suspect this kind of people. These are the people that I am talking about. There are very, very many all over the place. They claim to have some kind of powerful knowledge that can transform and change life, and they don't want you to know any way to get this knowledge. It's a red flag. Okay, forcing themselves on people, imposing themselves on people. Then what you're going to discover that these people, their main aim is to destroy this practice, to make people don't want to be interested in African spirituality. When you finally get these people cornered, you discover that they have nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer. They are like an empty vessel, typical serious empty vessel, and you cannot really do anything with them. So they just like wasting your time, and also wasting people's time, and misleading people from the truth. So this is a major problem. So when you discover some of these practitioners like this, what you need to do is to actually cut them off or call them out. It's as simple as this. And these are the people that are giving African spirituality a bad name. Why I am doing this topic? Because I have identified some people that are like this, and they claim to be practicing, going everywhere, parading themselves. Then everybody that know them, when somebody see you the first day, they don't need to know that you are a practitioner. You don't need to be showing yourself everywhere you go. You don't need to be telling people. By your actions and your characteristics, people should be able to know. But when people go out of their way to be like announcing it, advertising it, drawing people, it's like they are trying to draw attention to themselves, you should suspect these people. It's another red flag. Another thing again I have identified is that these people, many of them are not really interested in letting people know about the practice. For two reasons. One is that they have nothing to offer. They say garbage in, garbage out. Nothing to offer. So when you call them out, they cannot say anything because they don't really practice. Then another thing again is that the ones that claim to have the knowledge, they have taken some vow or some kind of covenant that they cannot say anything good, they cannot do anything good, they cannot help anybody. So for whatever reason, these parents, they will come outside and they cannot really say anything that will help anybody because their own system is not wired to help people. Their system is wired to destroy people. Their system is wired to spread lies. So when you put them in the spotlight, they cannot offer anything of value that will improve people's life. And this is how you will know that this person is full of negative energy. Somebody that really wants to help you, when you bring them out, at least even some bad people too, they will pretend to be good. They will say some things that will inspire you to be a better person, or we push you in the right direction. But when you bring some certain people out and they cannot say anything to help people, to motivate people positively, to inspire people, to enlighten people, you should suspect such a person of what kind of spirit is walking this person. Is it a good spirit, or is it a bad spirit, or why is this person doing the things that they are doing? I mean, we should ask questions to identify the kind of spirits that control some people. Some people, they might be controlled by evil spirits, but they don't know that they are being controlled. Some people can be controlled by witches, but they don't know, being manipulated. Why some people can be natural witches. They know exactly what they are doing, and they just do it because this is what they like to do. So, and you find this kind of person in African spirituality that cannot do anything good, even for themselves and for other people, but they still claim that they are practicing. Meaning, if you're practicing African spirituality, okay, you say you have certain spirit or certain deities that you believe, that you hold dear, then by your actions, I should be able to know if that deity is a good deity or a bad deity. Okay, if you say you venerate Oshun or Ogun or one of these deities or segment or Oya, then you look this person's character from morning to night. What they are saying from their mouth is lies. What they are doing is evil things, is bad things. Person will want to question, oh, this deity that you venerating, it must be a bad deity, because what you are doing every day is bad things. This is the way I will naturally see it on you. For instance, when I look at the Christian people claiming to venerate Jesus, and they do the anti-Jesus thing every day of hypocrisy, spreading ignorance and lie, I don't need a soothsayer or an oracle to say that spirit that these people are worshiping is an evil spirit. It's a spirit that steals, that lies, that manipulates. It's a vampire. So when you see somebody claiming to venerate a deity or venerating ancestors, but they are not interested in spreading knowledge, they are not interested, and they claim to love Africa so much, but they are not interested in educating, enlightening, liberating Africa. It makes me wonder, which ancestors are these people venerating? Are they, whatever spirit that person is venerating or worshiping, it's not a good spirit. Because if it is a good spirit, I am supposed to see goodness in the person's life. I'm supposed to see progress. I'm supposed to see that ability of wanting to help people, that passion. I should be able to see it in your actions. But if I am not seeing that in your actions, I will naturally know that whatever spirit this person is venerating is an evil spirit. The person is just pretending. So this is how you know this kind of people. You cannot claim that you love Africa so much, but you are doing the things that is against the developments and progress of Africa. That means you are anti-African. You are an enemy of Africa. This is the way I see it. Now, I know many youths, especially in Nigeria, that always complain about the government. The government is bad. The government is oppressing us. This one is doing this one is doing that. Yes, it is true. All these bad things happen to us. But you will notice that a lot of them are not willing to lift one finger to help the country. They are not willing to lift one finger to do anything good for themselves. They are not willing to lift one finger to study, to find out how they can be able to make a difference. What these youths want to do is to party all day, go to party every weekend, or drink beer, fraternize, and play gamble. If they don't play Bet Niger, they will play Merry Bet, or they will find one of these frivolous online games to be wasting their time gambling, doing unnecessary things, and then at the same time they will be complaining that life is hard. Life is hard, but if you are stupid, it will be harder. So it's normal to see many youths do this rubbish. Then on Sunday they will go to church to go and pray for work, pray for this, pray for destiny helper. Why they do nothing to help themselves? They're just praying for somebody, a miracle person that will just come into their life and solve all their problems. They call these people destiny helper. What they're actually praying for is for a mugu. A mugu is somebody that they feel that they can just take the person's money and use it to arrange their life. A lot of women pray for this kind. When they pray for husbands, they are praying for potential victims. A lot of men too pray for this kind of things, destiny helper, people they can steal from easily. Now then they call destiny helper for Nigeria. So these people, they are lazy people. Now it's okay to be lazy. There's nothing bad about being lazy. It's your free will to be lazy. Okay, now your life. Nature have given you this privilege to be entitled to your own self. Anyhow you make your bed, now so you go sleep with. It's understandable. Now what is making me angry is when this kind of people come into African spirituality, expecting that because they come into African spirituality, then the ancestors should be running up and down to make sure that their bread is fully buttered. This is the mentality they have, because in Christianity, they tell you that if you are not a Christian, the devil wants your soul, and that the devil will do everything to get your soul. And who is the devil? Your African ancestors is the devil. Your African deities is the devil. your African way of life is the devilish life, right? Now, when these people, after rigmaroling in prostituting themselves in Christianity, and that's failed them, they will now want to peep into African spirituality to come and say, let me come and serve this devil so that I can have a good life. Now, when they jump into African spirituality, they find out that nobody sent them. They will start complaining, what is happening here? I thought that if I come here, I will have money, I will have wealth. Who told you that you will have money, you will have wealth? When you come here, you are coming here to work, to learn the things that you fail to learn, and to start doing the work of uplifting African people and uplifting your continent and yourself. Now, many of these people, they have been so lazy, they don't want to do the work. So when they come, they discover that, the place, the work is very hard here, because here we focus on practicality. First of all, you have to unlearn all the lies that they have been taught, and you really have to start practicing African spirituality, not attending ceremonies, not dressing up, not supporting cola doing libation. The work is to learn how the truth about Africa, and to start standing up for the ancestors, standing up, building your community structure, doing the work of educating, re-educating your own people, connecting with the deities, learning the characteristics of the deities, and studying the science that will actually improve your life. Now, many of them don't want to do all these things. They just feel that if they run into African spirituality, then one deity will be giving them money. So when they see it's not like this, they run out again. They want soft landing. There is no soft landing here. You must do the work. Okay, the work to be done is standing up for the ancestors, standing up by being their physical representation, actually changing the narrative, actually doing the hard work that we promote and showcase African spirituality in a positive life. This involves, but it's not limited to, using your talents. If your talent, whatever talent you have, you use it to promote and develop African spirituality. This is when you will see the work and the power of the ancestors in your life. You cannot be doing nothing for African spirituality, but you want the ancestors to bless you. It doesn't work like that. It's an oxymoron. Many of these youths, they have gifts. Some of them are clairvoyant. Some of them are very skilled in doing so many things. It can be art and craft. It can be fashion. It can be carpentry. It can be natural skills that we are born with. Many of them don't deploy these natural skills because they don't want to work hard to develop it. They want easy money. They want easy life. And some of them have been brainwashed by the so-called miniatured universities they attend, that a graduate cannot be seen to be doing this, to be identifying with African spirituality. I am too big to do some certain things. I am too big to identify. People will laugh at me. What will people say? All these kind of things is limiting their progress. Now, I don't feel bad about all these people not standing up to their responsibilities. What I feel bad are the people pretending to practice, and then they are destroying the practice. Now, these are the real enemies. If you know that you don't know how to do something, not put your hand inside. Okay? Leave them for people who sabi do them. Don't come in to be claiming that you are doing the thing, whereas you are sabotaging the process. You are spoiling it for other people. It is not a force to practice African spirituality. Not be force. Okay? Because somebody they practice, if they favor them, not mean say the practice is meant for you. You have to discover what your talent is. This is how life is. Discover your original talent and stick to it. Now, you see people always going to where it's trending. It did happen for years. It's going on here. They want to identify. African spirituality is trying to become cool again. They want to identify. It's not. You will not get anything from it like this. If you just think you jumping from shrine to shrine makes you a practitioner, no. Focusing on what you will do to develop the practice is what makes you successful in the practice. Identifying your true talents, working on your talents, promoting it in a positive life, putting your face to the practice. When people see you practicing this thing, they want to know what is inspiring you, what kind of spirit you are venerating. It will show in your body. It will show in your actions, in your everyday interactions. When a bad person steps up to be doing this thing, we know. That's why we say many practice, some of them are wicked people. When you see people practicing wickedness from morning till night, you will know that whatever spirit animating this person is not a good spirit. This is how I know these fake people. When you bring them out, okay, they practice, oh, come and help people, they cannot help anybody, they cannot even say anything to help anybody. And it's just so disgraceful and shameful. So what are you doing here if you don't want people to understand this practice? So what is your point? Your point is to spread ignorance. Your point is to spread lies. Your point is to pretend that you are doing something and you are not doing the thing. This is such a shame. So in my honest opinion, we should limit our interactions with such people to the barest minimum. We should chase them out of our circles. We should stop them from doing things with us because they are fakers. Okay, so these fakers cannot be allowed to be with real practitioners. Some of these people, you can know them for years. They will be pretending, but what they are practicing is witchcraft. Witchcraft is the opposite of African spirituality, holding down knowledge, spreading lies, spreading ignorance, and actively attacking people by spiritual attacks. And by spiritual attacks, what do we mean by spiritual attacks? Spiritual attacks are any kind of attack that is not physical. If I tell you, go to hell, you decrease, that is a spiritual attack. Spiritual attacks can be verbal. When you spread lies against somebody, it is a spiritual attack against the person. Something that is not true, you are saying it to get people to hate that person. That is a direct spiritual attack. Okay? When you lie on other people's, you lie against people, it's a spiritual attack. When they give you money to do a project, instead of doing that project as a government official, you stole that money. That is a direct spiritual attack on that community. Because of your actions, many people are going to die in that community. They give you projects to do good road, to do light, to fight insecurity. Instead of you doing all these things that will bring peace and blessings and prosperity and unity, you will hold that cash. What will happen is that evil will spread in that community. Poverty will spread. Because of the poverty, people will be going into prostitution. People will be robbing other people. People will be killing people. People will be dying. They will not have hospitals to go. They will not have good roads. There will be a lot of accidents and hardship. That is a direct spiritual attack on that community because of your actions by using just the pen to rob. You have committed a serious harm and danger to that community. It's a spiritual attack. So I don't play with spiritual attack. When you call somebody to say, oh, come and help me do this thing, instead of the person doing something that you know will benefit a lot of life, the person is not sabotaging it. This is a spiritual attack as well. Because you don't want to help people. Instead, you want to put people in darkness. This is not a good thing. This is the opposite of what we do here in African spirituality. And I will not accept that kind of behavior from anybody. Okay? As practitioners, we must be an icon in anywhere we have. Any situation you find yourself, you must see yourself as a pillar of hope, as an ambassador of Africa. Whether you outside the continent, you are born outside, or you are not. As far as you have that blood in you, you have a responsibility to be a pillar of hope and support to your community. You have that responsibility to stand for the truth. You have that responsibility to point people in the right direction. You have that responsibility to spread knowledge, to liberate and empower people. Real positive energy, you must spread it. But when you see African people, some call themselves movie stars or musicians or whatever they have, sportsmen, what they do from morning to night is to spread negative energy. Spreading negative energy through music, through their actions, through their way of life. You wonder, are these people in the same planet with us? Are they trying to turn the planet over from turning day to night, or what is really happening? When you see this kind of so-called African people, some of them are presidents, governors, they don't just care, turning things upside down to cause problems. You will know that these are enemies of the practice, enemies of the continent. These are the people we have to stand against. We have to create a positive legacy for the next generation. If we are not even thinking about ourselves, at least the people that are coming after us. We own a responsibility to think about them too. But a lot of our people now, they seems not to care. They are just so selfish, brainwashed to the point that they will do anything to get their next fix, which can be their next bottle of alcohol, their next sniff of cocaine or whatever their drug they are on, or their next thing to just get high and enjoy themselves. This is a total irresponsible behavior. We cannot just be living life without any kind of accountability. When you see people living this kind of life of lack of accountability and irresponsibility, and yet these people want to jump into African spirituality with this kind of characteristics, what should we do to such kind of people? We need to kick them out. We need to tell them this place is not for people like you. This place is not for serious unserious people. We need to move them out of the practice, because if you don't move these people out of the practice, they will pollute you, they will pollute your practice, and they will bring you down with their filthiness and their irresponsible life. So by all means, we should be learning how to say no to certain kind of people. Even if they have money, we should tell them, no, 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 you cannot do this here. Yes, I agree, you are rich, take your money elsewhere. Okay, there's a reason why. I turned down a lot of people. I have turned down a lot of people on this channel, people that I know will give me money. Some of them black, some of them whites. When I see the way they are coming, the kind of preposition they are bringing to me, I will respectfully decline, because I don't want somebody to be manipulating me or to want to come and control and change my message. I do this online. I also do it in real life. I not get basket for rotting mango. So when we see this kind of fake friends coming, some will come in the position of a friend or a family member. What is the role or what is the purpose of this person in my life? This is what I ask around everybody. If you are not doing something to help me promote my practice positively, you are not supporting me positively, you are not doing this work the way you should do it, we have to let those kind of people out of my circle naturally, because I don't want somebody to derail or to convolute the practice. So we should be able to identify such kind of people. We should be able to say no to them, and we should be able to stand our ground. Okay, this is what I have identified about this kind of people that claim to practice African spirituality, but they are doing the opposites. They are sabotaging it. They are playing dress up and ceremonial practice. In essence, what they're practicing is witchcraft. When it's time to share knowledge, to bring awareness, to bring illumination, empowerment, they are nowhere to be found. What kind of life is this? So what kind of spirit is animating such a person? This is certainly an evil spirit, an anti-African spirit. Only an anti-African spirit or anti-African nature will be responsible for this kind of anti-behavior, anti-African spirituality behavior. So you should know that we have some enemies, and the enemies are inside the practice. People that are not interested in seeing anything good emanate or develop or germinate in Africa. They are there to squash any lights, squash any good thing. This is just their work. This is their destiny to do this. So please do not associate with such people. Push them out of your life. Push them out of your circle. They are evil people, quite naturally. So we need to understand this, and we need to know when we see this kind of people around us. They say by their fruits, once again, you go know them. When some people, their hand, they bring anything good, anything they put on, it will spoil. You do this business, it will spoil. You do this one, it will spoil. You do these people that have kind of bad hands, when they bring good luck or goodness or prosperity, come into anywhere that they come into. We should be careful of such kind of people. When they stretch their hand into your business will naturally fall. They stretch their hand into your life. When you see somebody that is always failing at whatever they are doing, be suspicious of such people. You will see them fail. They have this failure, that failure. No, it's like nothing good is coming out of them. These are the kind of people, some of them are the but yet you claim to be practicing African spirituality. So there's a problem somewhere that needs to be resolved. It's that there are some things maybe in the past they have not resolved it, and there need to be a resolution in the life before you say you want to practice, and not only practice, you want to teach people. Your life have to be balanced. These things need to be well for your life. As a practitioner, that say you are a teacher of African spirituality, you are a babalawo, you are a so-called master, or any name you want to call yourself, Afa, how do they call these people, Sangoma. Your life needs to be balanced so that you can share that balance with other people. You must have a certain level of success in your life. At least you should not be financially struggling. Your environment, your house, you must get a better house. At least you cannot be practicing on the like a homeless man. You'll be a mad person. Since your life need to be balanced before you say you are a practitioner, you're teaching and helping people. It doesn't make sense that you don't have a balanced life, you don't have love in your life, you not get you the struggle. Then when you want to teach to people now struggling, you won't teach them. It don't make sense. So you cannot give what you don't have. If you say you have power to manifest wealth, or you have power to manifest love, you have power to manifest whatever you're manifesting, it must be evident in your life to a certain extent, so that people will know, say you know how to do that thing when you want to do for them. You know how to do the business or the process because you have it already. You cannot give what you don't have. You never shop belleful. You won't teach people how to shop belleful. If you have a spell to make people rich, why don't you first use that spell to make yourself rich before you say you want to make people rich? Okay? So I believe in practical approach to life. If I have a spell to become a billionaire, I will be the billionaire first before anybody. Have it not be so? So this is not the way I see this matter. We need to use our common sense to approach certain issues. When we see some certain people trying to claim what they are not supposed to be or waiting they not be, we need to ask questions. And when we see some people claiming to practice, then they are doing the opposite. Instead of spreading truth, spreading message of love, unity, of understanding, they are spreading ignorance, blocking people from accessing the knowledge. And this is a major red flag. Okay, so these are the things that I have seen. Then these other people, be careful of people trying to drain your resources, people that are bringing their family problem to come and attach to you. This is a major red flag. As an adult, you don't owe anybody anything. I need to repeat again. Every adult, especially if you are above 20, 25 years, you should be responsible for your life. Planning your life, planning for your future is very, very evident. Now, some people will go and squander their future, squander their life savings, then out of their own stupidity and selfishness and caprices, and then they will come and be asking you to borrow them money from your own savings to patch up for the nonsense that they have done. Now, this is what makes me very angry. Okay, I always give example of this thing. Let's imagine there are two people now, two children or two brothers, two sisters. Our parents give us equal money. Maybe our parents settle us with $100,000 each to start life. Now, I choose to keep my own in the bank or to invest my own in a business that will be making it grow. Then the other person now uses $100,000 to start going to club every weekend, partying, drinking, jollificating, flexing. At the end of the day, that person finished his own $100,000 in this kind of wayward lifestyle. Now, this person will not turn to me to say, okay, I have squandered my money. I have made a mistake. I know that you still keep your own because you don't go to party. Now, borrow me from your own that you have in the bank so that I can be able to patch up my life. Now, this is very wrong. Now, when I refuse to borrow that person, the person will not say I am a bad person because I no one give him. That's why they talk for Nigeria. He no one give me. He be wicked brother. No, there's no wickedness in this. If I have lived a wayward life and squandered my own 100,000 like you, who won't give who? I cannot have anything left. I will just be like you. But I choose to keep my own because I want to have a better future for myself. And now you have squandered on your own and you are coming to beg me. Now, if I give you from my own, because I love you, I am a fool. If I give you, you will never give me that money back. And you will end up wanting to take everything from me so that I can be rock bottom like you. And I don't want to be rock bottom like you because I have a future that I am attending to. So if I don't give you now, you will not say I am a wicked person. This is what always happens in Africa. We see this every day. Somebody will be living wayward life. When they have squandered their resources in that wayward life, they will now be looking for people that are not living wayward life to borrow from, so that they can continue living their wayward life and so that they can bring that person down. Now, I see this as witchcraft. Very, very wicked witchcraft. When you don't squander, you get job. You not hold your work well. You waste your work. You waste the money you're supposed to be saving. Now you are looking for your rich friends to take money. If the so-called rich friends you have are living wayward life, do you think they will be rich? You think say they will get money? If you are drinking up and down, anywhere you go, you buy drink. Anywhere you go, you buy alcohol, you declare. Even strangers, you buying alcohol for strangers. And all your salary finish. Now you are looking for people that are not buying alcohol for strangers to take their own money to supplement your wayward lifestyle. And then when these people do not give you know they are wicked people. You are the one that is a wicked person. You are the one that is a witch and a wizard. And you deserve every misfortune that comes your way. This always happens. So if you have this kind of wayward friends, most of them, they have spirit of witches and wizards. They have PhD, pull in down syndrome, to pull good people down. Cut yourself from such kind of people. It will be better for you because these people will turn against you. When they have squandered their life, they will not look at you that is managing yourself. They will not start jealousy and envying you, and they will not join forces with your enemies to start attacking you to bring you down. This is a circle of how it normally works. This is a circle. So it might want to help you as a practitioner to make friends with people that have the same mentality, the same goals as you. If you they save money, make friends with people where they also they save money. All of them will be on the same page. All of them we grow together, we succeed together, we prosper together. Don't go and make friends with wayward people who not get future when they are owner to shop and die, or shop and quench ministry people. Don't make friends with those kind of people, because those kind of friends will become your future enemies. When they have squandered all their money, they will not turn to you. They want to squander your own. In their mind, you don't shop our own. We want to shop your own. We must shop your own. That kind of mentality, witchcraft, entitlement mentality. Nobody is entitled to your salary. Nobody is entitled to anything you make in your life. So you should be very careful about such kind of friends. They get winch. They get winch. They not get good plan. And if you not get destiny, then you want to bring other people's destiny down. It not go work. So now, so you should be careful of this kind of wayward friends. We not get plan. They say there's a saying that rich people plan for 100 years into the future. Poor people plan for Saturday nights. Poor people now one bear. Wait till we go. How we go? They shut down this weekend night they plan for. They not get future. All the money you're supposed to be planning for your future, planning your children, planning. You're going to spend it every weekend in party, making it rain. Then at the end of the day, you will be blaming village people for your problem. We will blame you for lack of foresight and for stupidity, for lack of planning, adequate planning. You don't know say they plan life. If you not plan life, life will plan you. The next thing, they blame people. They blame the devil, imaginary figure. Now the devil now send you this one. Self-control is a virtue. Self-control in everything we do is a very powerful virtue that most African youths are lacking. Some people want to live the life now. You never reach where you go. You don't live wayward. You don't squander. They live like the people you see on TV, the people you see on Hollywood. They have enough money to live the way they want to live. You that don't have enough, you will manage and package yourself. They say sew your coat according to your material, not according to your size. Many of the youths will not want to do this. They want to identify with people that already arrive, putting themselves in unnecessary and stress, fake life, borrowing to live, borrowing to buy phone, borrowing to buy fake hair, borrowing to buy the latest unnecessary fashion, borrowing to look good, You poor people will be pretending to be rich. Why rich people normally pretend to be poor? These are the things that are spoiling us in Africa here. Low mentality, cretins. And when you see all these things, they will run from you. At the end of the day, they want somebody to solve all their problems. That's why Jesus Christ is draining down their finances. They carry money and go to church to go and spray pastor. They want to go heaven. That's why pastors are prospering in Africa, because a lot of lazy people are here with lazy entitlement mentality. Don't allow anybody to rob you or stain you with their entitlement mentality. Even that person is your brother and your sister. Salvation is personal. Okay, everybody needs to run a race. Okay, in African spirituality, this is the way we think. You must work for yourself. You must prepare your bed by yourself. You must work for your salvation. Nobody is coming to save you here. No juju is coming to save you here. Even many juju say that they're hungry on their own. They're just there on their own, like daily. You need to do on your own. Don't even put hope in any deity. Put hope on yourself, because you are a deity. You are a living deity by yourself. So which kind of spirit you be? You be good spirit, I be with bad spirit, I be with beggar spirits. Well, now you know yourself, shall not go feel talk. But as practitioners, we must make sure that some certain people, they don't need to be near us. People will not serious for life. People will be pretenders. People will be fake people. All these people will be thief. Idiot people, malignant and Christian mentality people. All these people, they're not supposed to be near us. Whether they be your brother or they be your family member, you need to give them 10, 20 yards. You need to space yourself, because all your good to this kind of people go down to wickedness later on. As they plan your life, so they plan their life. They plan to come collect the one way they plan to keep for your future. So you should protect yourself from this kind of a malignant creatures. If you love somebody as your friend or as your brother, you must not bring them down. Their money is not your money. Make your own money by yourself. When I get, you get. You get 9 life to the streets. Try to struggle by yourself. Anybody that is coming and asking to borrow money from you, that person is not a good person. If you sabi borrow well, please tell them to go and meet the bank to borrow from bank. If you are an expert in borrowing, some people want to live their life by borrowing. Do not bring yourself to that level. Now, the good thing, we have so many borrowing apps. We have OP, we have Money Points, we have, how do they call them? There are so many of them in Nigeria that you can borrow money easily. In fact, loan is very easy. Anybody that comes to meet you to borrow money, tell them to go to the bank, because they always promise to pay back. They always promise to pay back. And one thing you should know, borrowing money to your friend is a civil issue. It is not a criminal issue. If somebody borrow you money in Nigeria and they don't pay you, you can't take them to prison. You cannot. It's not even police case. You carry it to the police station. Police will just shop your money and tell you to go and settle outside. It's not a police case. It didn't steal from you. You give in freely. So borrowing is not a crime. So these people know this loophole. So if anybody coming to meet you crying to borrow money, tell them to go and borrow from OPay or Money Points or many of these payment apps. Let them borrow money and then we give them. And you go pay and I go meet those people. Don't come and meet me. I am not a money lender. So these people, many of them are witches and wizards. They will not go and meet those people because they know that those people will get their money back from them. But they know that when they borrow from you, they can never pay you back. That is why they always come to want to borrow from you. If anybody want to borrow from you, tell them to go to the bank. That you yourself is also owing bank money. That you yourself borrow money from bank too, and you have not paid. So they should also go to the bank to go and borrow money, and do not write surety or guarantor for anybody borrowing money. Don't ever do that. Don't guarantee anybody's loan. It is not your prerogative. It is not your place to be a surety for somebody, especially the person that is wayward, to go and sign for them to borrow money. Don't do that. Now, another thing be that they're not going to pay. You will end up paying that money. So this is another thing you need to do. This is practical things that people do to put people down in Africa. Pretending to be your friend and get you in trouble. Borrow money that will not return it. Setting you up, lying against you, stealing from you. Trying to infiltrate themselves into your business, to spoil your business. All these things are what witchcraft people doing in Africa. So we should be careful of this kind of people. These people, many of them are double agents, because it's like they are like on this suicide kamikaze mission to destroy their life and to destroy everybody's life they come around. So somebody that is having no future ambition, that is on a suicide mission of self-destruction, you're going to make friends with that person. That person will take you down with them. Okay, so the kind of friends we make matters, very, very much matters, especially in this area of African spirituality. So many winches, so many evil spirits, all of them are now coming under the banner of African spirituality to want to identify, to perpetrate their witchcraft publicly, saying we are practicing African, a line, a winch be on a kofu need they go, but it still want claim say they practice to cover themselves with this banner so that they can perpetrate wickedness. This is the problem that we are seeing today in our African spirituality. When you bring them out, they cannot do anything good for anybody. They have nothing to offer. They are empty vessels. Yes. So all these things must change. Okay, we need to be talking about all these things. If you know say you get that kind of witchcraft attitude, you need to change, because una time don't pass. If you not change, you will be identified, and you will now yourself you will just disgrace. If you don't want upgrades, you don't want repent, you want to use African spirituality, they hustle, they steal from people, they poison people, they block the truth from coming to light. The ancestors will surely strike you down with 21 thunder, and it will be a very, very disastrous thing for you when this kind of thing happen to you. You will expose yourself, and everybody will know that you are just a piece of shit. At the end of the day, you have nothing to offer humanity. Okay, so now so it just be. So these are the things that I want to talk about today on this topic. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Share it for people that want to learn. Let them know the truth about the knowledge, so that our people will be free. Our people will be liberated. Okay. Truth brings enlightenment. When you talk the truth, enlightenment brings freedom. Freedom brings illumination, and it brings power. These evil people don't want people to be powerful. So they come in with a lot of superstitious belief and dress up and try to deceive you that all those rubbish is African spirituality. All those rubbish are just cultural attributes. They are not anything spiritual. African spirituality is real science. Real science deals with real knowledge. Knowledge is the capacity and the power to do things, to change your situation, to create life, or to preserve life, or to create systems that will move humanity forward. And here we deal with knowledge. So based on that, I will stop here today, and I will talk about my books. For those people that are interested in empowering themselves with more knowledge, you might want to get this book, Quantum Physics and African Spirituality. This is my first book. In this book, I talk about the nature of quantum physics, how it relates to African spirituality. When you go into the quantum realm, you are going into the realm of immaterial substances, to those places that things you cannot see with the naked eye. When you go into the atomic structure, they will tell you that the atom is the smallest indivisible particle of nature, and it is made up of proton, neutron, electron. And when you go beyond that, they will tell you there are some things that cause quark and specks and leptons and stuff like that. When you go beyond the atomic structure, you are going into the spirit realm. Okay, in this book, I talked about the atom, nature of the atom, nature of African spiritual practices. I talked about the wormhole, the black hole, the origin of the Christian religion. I talked about the grand unified theory of God consciousness. I talked about time and space travel, and 666 and melanin, called dark matter consciousness, and how it relates to African people. I covered a lot of powerful topics here on this quantum physics. If you have not gotten this book, please get the book. And the most recent one is the plasma physics. After quantum physics, you go to plasma physics. The difference between quantum physics and plasma physics is that quantum physics talks about physical matter and invisible matter tied together. But plasma physics is full spirit matter. That is the fourth state of matter, the fourth state, which they call the plasma state. So this is talking about full spirituality. The energy we can draw from the plasma state. You can draw unlimited energy from there. And this is where the sun gets its energy from. The sun that is shining for billions of years, it gets its energy from the plasma state. And the sun is the giant ball of plasma in our solar system. You need to know this knowledge. This is real, raw African Spirituality in Action. This is where you get the knowledge from. How people were able to build what they call thermonuclear fusion reactors, what they call nuclear plants, nuclear bombs, and all that stuff. They get it from plasma. And the sun is a ball of plasma. All the stars you see, they are plasma. They are tiny balls of unlimited energy that you can use to build systems that will run forever without refueling. With this plasma technology, we can build spaceships that can travel the whole of the galaxy. We can build spaceships that are designed for space-time travel, for warp drive, for wormhole or travel, and all this stuff. Powerful energy that is here, unlimited energy is in plasma physics. And you need to know about the plasma ring, how it relates to Africa. That is why I wrote this book. Right now, this book is the hottest thing in African spirituality right now. This is the first book written on this subject in the history of Africa, and I am holding it here, and you will not get this book anywhere else except from this channel. So order your copy now and update your body of knowledge. Here we talk about knowledge. We don't play dress up in this channel to come they do empty libations or to come they pretend say we they do it. Yeah, we know what we they do. Any fake person cannot stay on this channel. If you don't practice African spirituality, this place is not for you. You cannot fake it here. Yeah, we study it to know it. This book, Walking in the Shadow of the Gods, over 200 spells are here waiting for you. Spells for love, for prosperity, for wealth, for different kind of illnesses. You will have this capacity. With this book alone, you can be able to start your practice, open your shrine, and start doing things, improve people's life, empower people, illuminate people, and know about more about nature. The more you know about nature is the more you know about God. Okay, they say it's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. So you need to know knowledge. African spirituality is about knowledge. It's not about singing or dancing from morning till night. You dance finish, you don't know anything, you still be ogobo. You need to know something, you need to read, you need to study. This is why this knowledge I had here. This book, Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. This book will connect you with organic African divinities. These are authentic, original spirits of nature that we have in African spirituality. You're going to see Jeuti, the spirit of wisdom, the scribe of the infernal empire is here waiting for you. You're going to see Amen-Ra, the sun, the spirit behind the sun, the intelligence behind the sun. Why ancient Africans venerate the sun as a deity, tomorrow all major religions venerate the sun. When you say amen at the end of your prayer, you are giving acknowledgement to the sun. That is the original ancient African name for the sun, amen or amen or ra. When you say in the name of so, amen, and the sun you pray to, because there's no bigger power than that sun you see every day. So Amen-Ra is here waiting for you. In this book, you will know about the history of Amen-Ra, the composition is the essence, everything you need to know about the guy. We also have Ampu Anubis, the deity of death and regeneration is here. We have Santisma Moriete here. We have Sekhmet here. We have all many powerful African deities here. With this book, we have direct knowledge. Issue is also here, by the way. The opener of the way, Ifaz, is in chapter 1. You will know so many things about African spirituality that you don't know before. You can practice with this book on your own without any middleman. A very powerful book, original, authentic African grimoire for Africans by Africans. This is a book that will give you this knowledge. So the 4 books are here. If you want to get the 4 books, you can contact me. If you want to get the 4, I will give you for 350 USD. If you want to get one, I sell one for 150 USD because of postage. Postage is almost 100 USD to post to you. So 150. If you want to get 2, I can give you discount. But 4 of this book will set you up with everything you need to know about African spirituality, past, present, and future. And I will still be bringing more books in the future as well. So if you're looking for knowledge, you are at the right place, the last bus stop. Here we don't play, we do the work. So we have things to show for it. When you say, when you practice, how do you practice? I will show you what I practice with physical, scientific, etymological evidence of what I practice here. I need a play for this channel. Okay? So yeah, now for knowledge, we don't joke, we don't play dress up here. We don't pretend to be who we are not in this place. Okay? We are not here to play. So if you want knowledge, you want to practice, I also have a 6-month program where I teach African spirituality from the science to the metaphysics and to the hardcore spirituality, the history. I have a 6-month program. You can register for that program. If you want to do your oracle tarot divination, I do it here as well. You want to buy your spiritual items, your soaps, your perfumes, your herbs, your anything you want to buy relating to African spirituality, native show carries, precious stone, thunderstone, black stone, miracle stone. All the matter we get them for this channel, we run there for this channel. So apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.